Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's WinterhelmGames. We are back with another reaction, and we're sticking with some Star Trek. This one is actually from Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country. That's a clip involving the future of the Klingon Empire. So, I will try and do another couple of Voyager ones in reference to the one we had done. Little clip from Equinox, which was a good episode. Well, it's a two-part episode, but it was very, very good. But I'll try and see if I can get a few more ones based on that, on that episode or two. But in the meantime, yeah, this one and the next one will be linked to this film, Undiscovered Country, in relation to the Klingons and how their future is going to impact the Federation and blah blah blah. So, like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. Let's get into it.
What are we doing here?
Maybe they're throwing us a retirement party.
That suits me. I just bought a boat.
This had better be good. I'm supposed to be chairing a seminar at the academy.
Captain, isn't this just for top
Bones is proud.
If we're all here, where's Sulu?
Captain Sue, on assignment. Where's Spock?
This briefing is classified. Ladies and gentlemen, the CNC.
As you were.
As you were.
Break this information down succinctly. The Klingon Empire has roughly 50 years of life left to it. For full details, I'm turning this briefing over to the Federation's Special Envoy.
Which is... I vaguely remember this. Yeah, Spock.
Good morning. 2 months ago, a Federation starship monitored an explosion on the Klingon moon, Praxis. We believe it was caused by overmining and insufficient safety precautions. The moon's decimation means deadly pollution of their ozone. They will have depleted their supply of oxygen in approximately 50 Earth years. Due to their enormous military budget, the Klingon economy does not have the resources with which to combat this catastrophe. Last month, at the behest of the Vulcan ambassador, I opened a dialogue with Gorkin, Chancellor of the Klingon High Council. He proposes to commence negotiations at once.
Negotiations for what?
The dismantling of our space stations and star bases along the neutral zone. An end to almost 70 years of unremitting hostility, which the Klingons can no longer afford.
Bill, are we talking about mothballing the Starfleet?
Well, I'm sure that our exploration and scientific programs would be unaffected, Captain, but...
I must protest. To offer Klingons safe haven within Federation space is suicide. Klingons would become the alien trash of the galaxy. And if we dismantle the fleet, we'd be defenseless before an aggressive species with a foothold on our territory. The opportunity here is to bring them to their knees. Then we'll be in a far better position to dictate terms.
Sir,
Captain Kirk.
the Klingons have never been trustworthy. I'm forced to agree with Admiral Cartwright. This is a terrifying idea.
It is imperative that we act now to support the Gorkin Initiative, lest more conservative elements persuade his empire that it is better to attempt a military solution and die fighting.
You, Captain Kirk, are to be our first olive branch.
Also.
We have volunteered to rendezvous with the Klingon vessel which is bringing Chancellor Gorkon to Earth, and to escort him safely through Federation space.
I mean, if you were sitting in this meeting, if you were an officer, a first officer, a captain, or an admiral, what would be your response to this? Would you go along with it? Would you challenge the decision? Would you say the same as Admiral Cartwright or Captain Kirk and say that no, this is a suicidal idea. You cannot allow the Klingons to come into Federation territory and dismantle a lot of their star bases or outposts along the neutral zone. It's crazy. I would agree along those lines. I think it would be a mistake. That's just what I think.
Me?
Well, there are Klingons who feel the same way about the peace treaty as yourself and Admiral Cartwright. but they'll think twice about attacking the Enterprise under your command.
I have personally vouched for you in this matter, Captain.
You have personally vouched?
You will extend Chancellor Gorkon full diplomatic courtesy, Captain Kirk.
But a full ambassador would be better equipped.
If there's no further business, I wish you and your crew Godspeed. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
You thought that would have been the case. Like an ambassador or a diplomat would be far better equipped to deal with a situation like this, because it's quite a delicate situation. You're talking about, yeah, the Klingons are obviously in trouble and all the rest of it, but it could spark a conflict in some way, especially with the people on both sides not agreeing with it.
I remind you, this meeting is classified.
I don't know whether to congratulate you or not, Jamie.
I wouldn't.
Bones just says it. It's like, I wouldn't.
We volunteered.
There's an old Vulcan proverb. Only Nixon could go to China.
How could you vouch for me?
Why is that a Vulcan proverb? Only Nixon could go to China. Okay.
That's arrogant presumption.
My father requested that I open
I know
negotiations.
your father's the Vulcan ambassador, for heaven's sake. But you know how I feel about this. They're animals, Jim.
There is an historic opportunity here.
Don't believe them. Don't trust them.
They are dying.
Let them die.
But there was a brilliant line. I remember that line.
Has it occurred to you
Just the way he says
that
it,
this
you know.
crew is due to stand down in 3 months? We've done our bit for king and country. You should have trusted me.
There you are. That's the end of it. But, yeah. What I said there, I think, yeah, it would be a mistake for that to happen, but I'll have to actually look and see how it actually occurred, what actually happened from then onwards in like terms of 50 years of Star Trek. Because the Klingons are still around, so obviously they've done something. So I'll have to actually look into that. But if you do know about it, you can let me know in the comments below what actually happened and how it unfolded. The next one I want to look at for next week is actually linked to this, and it's what happens whenever they start this Klingon Federation Alliance in terms of setting up this program, I suppose, to help them and see what's actually going to happen. But yeah, we'll look at that next. But anyway, we'll see you in the next one. Have a good day and take care, guys. Bye.